We welcome you to be with us in these presentations, and we are delighted that you have been with us. And the aim of these presentations are intended to bring peace or to reconcile different communities and different races. And I would like you to use this episode as the means of discussion. Discuss them in your community. Let me start by also saying that my name is John Gethiga, and I am a Chancellor of ANCCI University. And I'm also Archbishop of All Nation Anglican Church and Patriarch of All Nation Christian Church International. In this presentation, we are going to think much more about peace. They are based on who Jesus is. He is the Prince of Peace. And before he left his disciples, his great thing or great word was that, peace I leave with you. Not as the world gives do I give you. Let not your heart be afraid. Now, I would like to start by saying that most of the problem which we have is very much based on fear. And we tend to fear that which is strange. And also not only human beings who fear strange things, but also animals who fear strange things. We have a small dog, and one of the things which he does is to bark, particularly when something strange is passing. I am going to start with an episode which is very interesting. And this is episode of animals fearing someone who was very harmless. Some years back, my mom, when she was 86, visited with us in United States. She was 4'10". And of course, she was seen in our church, which was predominantly white. And she was being described as a short woman with a powerful voice. The episode, which was humorous, was one time I took her to my friend, who is a farmer. He had so many cows. And I remember an episode when we were approaching a pen with 200 bulls. And most of these bulls were weighed more than 200 pounds. As we were approaching, my mom jokingly asked me, could you ask the owner of these bulls to just give me one bull, which I will put in my bag and take it with me to Kenya. So as we approach those bulls, somehow they have never seen a very short African woman, or they might have sensed her inner power. So when these 200 bulls, when they saw this short woman, they all ran away for their safety, running away from a very short woman who was also harmless. I should say that the reason why we fear because things are strange or people are very strange. And this fear, it is not only found in a particular community. I have taken mission with me to Kenya. And I remember one time I had a friend of mine who was a very tall Anglo. We were visiting one of our orphanages, and something which was unexpected happened. The orphanage had 120 children, and what happened was that as we were approaching the school, these children had to see a white man for the first time. And when they saw him, all the children but one ran away and hid in the bush. It was only one child who was left, and this child was sick, so he could not run. Now, this man was harmless, but he was strange to these children. The other episode happened a long time ago in 1950s. A young white missionary started ministry in a particular community in Kenya. It took her a long time to be able to convince few girls to come and be with her for fellowship. But after 2 years, this dedicated young woman, she had 10 girls who agreed to come for the first meeting. What she did not know is that these girls were still suspicious of this creature who looked like a ghost. And so what happened was that she had to thank God, and she had to open the meeting with a prayer. And when she had prayed, she opened the meeting and she concluded the prayer with the word Amen. The word Amen in this girl's language, it just meant that I am going to eat you. And by the time this young missionary has to open her eyes, all the girls has ran away for their safety. And so I'm giving this story so that we know that the way to conquer our fear, one, we have to let Jesus come in our lives. And when he comes in our lives, then he gives us love. And as the Bible says, love conquers fear. And then, as we have said in other episodes, we have to courageously interact with the people who are different from us. Remember, God was in Christ, reconciling the whole world unto himself, and not counting their offenses against them.